this.
Oh, God, I wasn't feeling
You missed all that?
that. Not the whole thing,
Oh, yeah.
but...
Yeah. So there's a lot on, I mean, Ty's just got tension all over the place, you know? Nothing that a gentle massage isn't going to help.
When are you going to give me that, Brandon?
So remember, this is also quite an important spot right here. For people with hair, it's close to the hairline, but you can be just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah.
There are definitely places of a bit more sensitive.
That's right. There's more important spots.
So it's related to the big toe.
That's right. It's kind of like the big toe sacrum band, and then it's joining with the big toe belly band. And that's why this is important too. So we can just create that opening.
I found that very nice to work on bald people.
Yeah.
Like
It's easy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy.
You say that's the only word coming forward. If you like that, I only work.
Exclusive clientele.
I'll have a shave next time I come down to you.
And we'll get you to open your jaw a little bit wider. That's it.
But do you say the more specific you are, the more likely you'll get what you want? Huh? They do say the more specific. I think that's pretty niche.
Yeah. I'm feeling these little bands on both sides there.
Little
Shrunky.
girders. Wow.
Kind of more like the nothing's going to escape face massage.
Oh.
It's really satisfying to watch. It's like
Oh.
if you're watching a live documentary.
Legs again. God, that's intense there.
Yeah. So that's looking a lot more relaxed, his whole head, you know? Now I would come to the point where I'd start to do assisted belly breathing, and then whatever, do an arm or a leg or something, right? Do you want me to do a little bit of assisted belly breathing on him?
It would be nice.
Yeah. Because I couldn't show. So usually I like the arm, at least one arm on the side up, and then I can, again, just gently make that connection with him first. Get him to take a deep breath. And I tricked him, thinking that I was going to go nice and gentle, which I usually would, but he's ready for a bit more because he's so relaxed. You can see his head's just kind of nothing. He doesn't, you know? He's no longer controlling it. He's like,
I thought you could read people.
He left his heart.
Okay, now we'll let him take another breath. Let him have a breath without doing anything, or just gently rocking, let him catch up. If that's uncomfortable.
Why do you open with mouth?
Well, it opens the whole area, you know, rather than having it compressed, it's open, so it's easier to access. And it makes the lungs, you can open the lungs up better. But if he's got a bad shoulder, a very tight shoulder, it'll be a bit uncomfortable, so I just change it. See, I also call this getting the noise out of people. And that's probably would have been really good for Dave yesterday, but he had the operation, so I didn't really do it, right? So, but it gets it where people have that, just whatever is going to come out instead of, whatever's in here, we want out. And that's going to come out as noise. And it's done with a loose wrist, right? Because I don't want him tightening up against me. Okay? We can also, if you can, like a lot of you guys, you won't be able to lift your legs up like this. But it takes, again, you can get in there a bit deeper. Yeah. Big breath. Relax. So you can see it's starting to, a bit of emotion starting to flow out. We can also just gently caress the chest to open it up. Yeah, and the heart, yeah. And you can see some anger coming out. We'd let him breathe into that. So we sort of let him catch up. We can see the layers of the emotion, yeah? So we wait for the breath. We watch the breath. We're not forcing it because we don't want to force too much out in one go. So we let his breath catch up, and then we're going to get the next.
Reassure me, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Even just create some gentle rocking, because he's got a slight, like he was talking about, maybe a slight bit of resistance too. So we'll just see whatever's going to come out.
You fucker!
Yeah. Sorry. You don't like all those words here. Big breath. Doing very well.
God, I'm sweating here.
A nice way to start a day with a nice relaxing massage. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
What would you advise people after they've had this kind of I want to go back to work.
Don't go back to work, not with a big release and energy. Honor what's going on inside you. So that usually means resting in a nice place, like a place of nature, or your bedroom. Just going and having a rest. Some people go to sleep for 18 hours, and they process stuff in their sleep. But no matter what, don't go to work. I've had students that have had big releases, and then they go to work, and then they vomit, and they can't. It's going against, because this is bringing you inside yourself. Whereas working, you have to be out, focused on the external. I've had people in different classes catch wrong. What's that?
So they have to advise their clients.
Yeah, and don't drive unless you're feeling very focused.
I've got farmers though who have to go back and milk their cows. But they aren't surrounded by the people, they're surrounded by the cows.
Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah, for a lot of them that is, I suppose.
That feels tight.
Yeah, yeah, it's not so bad. Cars are more dangerous. So you can see, like I say, my hands are, my wrists are loose. So they're kind of bouncing against the tension, not hitting it where he's going to resist me.
That's what it feels like. It's bouncing against.
Bouncing against, yeah. Yeah, it would feel horrible. It's not doing CPR. We're not doing anything like that, okay? It's a bounce. See, it's like that.
I can feel it on that side running down there.
Yeah, and they'll come then to a point where no more tension goes because it's anchored here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, we can come in and work here. Yeah, he has a few comments, what I call comments, and, you know, things, you know, issues, yeah.
So Brandon, are you working on the bands?
So we got,
Is that what you're
yeah,
talking about?
I am. So we got the big toe belly band, we've got the delta band, we've got the upper little toe band, and we've got the outer little toe band. So mostly I'm working on these three. So if I'm here, I'm working on big toe belly. Here, I'm working on the delta.
It's the heel of your hand that you're looking
It's the
at.
heel of my hand, and as well as working on bands, I'm working on just getting that air and energy out of his belly. So sometimes I'm not as focused on the band, and I'm focused more, and I'm coming at this angle, so it's a diagonal angle, not down, not up like that, but like this, so that the energy, it comes out and gets the noise out of him, you know. So again, I can get him to breathe. There's a slight resistance, you know, where he before he even said sorry about saying bugger or something, whatever he said, yeah. So there's a kind of like, ooh, I gotta, you know, it's not what I call a free flow. There's a little bit of that polite bullshit going on, you know? Which we want to get rid of, you know? So we let him breathe so that he can have that free flow, you know, it's all that kind of stuff we were talking about. But eventually, like I say, without doing a neck crack, it could get stuck in his neck.
So what's the alternative then? Work on his head again?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Just loosen, do the best you can without, yeah. Yeah.
If they're not open to having
Yeah, work on their head, yeah. Okay. You can do a one-legged lift like this as well. Put it up on your shoulder and then just gently even use your hands in here. So we'll get him to breathe.
That's my bad hip.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tight in here. But he needs, like, you know, we need to get him in the side position, do his hip and all that kind of stuff. But that's what we could then do in the treatment. So this would be the start of the treatment.
Yeah.
We get out whatever we can, relaxing the head and, you know, a bit of belly massage and assisted belly breathing. And, you know, now it comes to that point where it's almost like nothing else is going to move. We would then go, okay, what do we want to focus on? He's mentioned his hip. We might get him in the side position and do this whole, or just do this whole foot and then do this hip. Might take an hour and a half, you know?
Yeah.
And then if we had more time, we might do something else, but that might be 2 hours, you know, by the time we've done that, because he had so much tension in his head, a lot of stuff going on in the belly. But now it just feels like we're getting to that point where,
Feels different to me.
oh yeah, we made a lot of
I
progress.
can let you in there.
That's right. But it feels like we got rid of most of what I can get rid of without, like there's still some.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is anchored in your feet, I feel.
Yeah.
I could push that all day without doing your feet and it won't move. It's really tight, like through this upper little,
When do you know that it's anchored in the feet relative to the hands?
because of the bands.
Right.
Right. So most belly tension is coming from the feet.
Okay.
The arms though is going to hold this.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Which
yeah.
is also the heart area, right? So that is also going to block some of this energy without doing all of this. It's gonna leave a certain tightness through here.
Yeah.
And so we may need to do the hand first. You know. But we can just give it a quick run over and just see how well do the fingers move, how tight is this spot here. That's Welsh for Yes, Brandon. It is very tight, you know? See, I'm learning Welsh already. And then, you know, so we know that this arm needs some work, right? And that again is, yes, Brandon, it does need some work. I can feel it.
It's different. It's strange when anger comes up. Oh shit, that hurt.
That was hard. Can somebody interpret what he just said?
When anger comes up.
Oh, when the anger comes up?
Relative to more sadness.
Oh, it's completely
I
different.
mean, but it's instant when you touch the spot.
Yeah, yeah, so that's where it's held. This is more likely to be sadness. Almost always this is grief that people hold in the heart chakra. And even up here around the lungs, there's
In
grief
your
and
lungs as
sadness.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lungs is like grief, and heart is sadness in Chinese medicine. But he's pretty tight all through here, you know? So this is how we can do a diagnosis, right? And we can just then see what needs to be done. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
And that's where we go, let's look at, you know, he needs like 3 hours on the hands, 2 or 3 hours, and then we see what's going on. But this foot's tight, you know, the tongue is, yeah, you know. Look at the thing, it hardly, you know, it's just, you know, it's like terrible, you know. What have you done to yourself, mate? You know? You know, and then this one's not much better. You know?
Someone needs to sit on, I think.
No! God, no!
I mean, I'm hardly touching it, you know what I mean? It's just a little, it's a mess, it's a disaster, you know? And this moves, you know, this into the front of the hip here, the whole thing. I mean, you know, I don't even want to do these kinds of moves because they're too strong for it. You know?
That's why I'm here.
Just, yeah.
Brandon, while you're there, can you just show, you know you said about doing the ankle.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
is
so,
it?
so
Can
the
you not
ankle
suggest
rotation-
anything?
So we got an ankle pull and we got an ankle rotation. Ankle rotations are done facing down. The ankle pull is done facing up. So we get him to breathe in and we have the foot up as much as it can, okay? This is the windy technique I was telling you about. You slap them and say relax, okay? Somebody taught me that in the class. Big breath. And we pull the ankle, okay? So that's an ankle pull. Big breath. And we can get him to roll over. So we know, if I had, you know, it depends how long I had, you know. But with him, he likes it. You can tell he loves it, right? He's not, you know.
This is the most fun I've had without laughing.
I book him in for as long as you can do. Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can do it like this. He's too tight for this.
Yeah, well,
But-
I guess.
Yeah, he's just going to react, you know. But this is how it's done.
So you do that half.
And you couldn't do that one.
Oh no! Oh, fucking
I mean,
hate
the good
that!
thing is-
Fucking hell!
He's definitely more expressive. You know, right? Like Dave was trying to.
Jesus!
But he's fun. He's fun. Yeah. All right, we'll get you to roll over. I'll show them the ankle rotation.
Seriously?
Yeah. I know we're spoiling you, Ty.
He was saying time was short for
I
time.
am so like.